Dlco stands for diffusion capacity of the lung for carbon monoxide. This is also known as Tlco, that is transfer capacity of the lung for carbon monoxide. It is a test used to measure the rate of transfer of a test molecule from the alveoli to the capillary. So it is nothing but a test to determine the capacity of the alveolar capillary membrane to permit gases to pass through it. This is the alveoli, which has the epithelium, basement membrane. This is the capillary, which has the basement membrane and endothelium. So the gas which is here has to diffuse through this region to enter into the blood and mix with the hemoglobin in the RBCs. So the factors that can determine are the obstacle produced by this region, parenchyma of the lung, interstitial lung disease, or the nature of the gas, because this gas should diffuse actively. So first thing to determine is the nature of the gas. Next is the interstitium of the lung. Third is the amount of blood here. If there is more amount of blood here, it will take up more carbon monoxide, because carbon monoxide affinity for hemoglobin is 100 times more than oxygen. Suppose if there is a low amount of blood, low volume of blood, it will not take up carbon monoxide. For this reason, anemia will have decreased Dlco and polycythemia will have increased Dlco. Also, your exercise which increases this pulmonary blood flow will increase your Dlco. So coming to the factors that affects the diffusion capacity, first is the property of the test gas. We use carbon monoxide, which diffuse through the alveolar capillary membrane very easily, and the thickness of the alveolar capillary barrier, and the resistance offered by the RBC membrane. This has nothing to do with Dlco. And the reaction rate of gas with hemoglobin, carbon monoxide has 100 times more affinity, and the amount of the capillary blood. So coming to the situation where your Dlco can be decreased, or when there is destruction of the alveolar capillary barrier, as in emphysema, interstitial lung disease, and pulmonary hypertension. In pulmonary hypertension, what happens is there is intimal proliferation and thrombosis within the capillaries. This can reduce the amount of blood flow. Decreased in the hemoglobin, as in anemia, because anemia, the hemoglobin is decreased, naturally the carbon monoxide taken up will be very low. And when the alveoli have little space for expansion, as in the case of restrictive lung diseases, and pulmonary embolism, there will be no blood flow. So these are the conditions where you get decreased Dlco. Anything which is going to destroy your alveoli or the capillary can result in decreased Dlco. So what are the conditions where you can get increased Dlco, that is diffusion capacity of the lung for carbon monoxide? One is polycythemia, because there is increased amount of hemoglobin. Increased amount of hemoglobin in turn will take up more carbon monoxide, so diffusion capacity will be more. And alveolar hemorrhages, in alveolar hemorrhages, your RBC here goes through this barrier and reaches the alveoli. So the carbon monoxide easily binds to the hemoglobin there. So alveolar hemorrhage will have increased Dlco. And the exercise, as we said earlier, increases the pulmonary flow, therefore can increase the Dlco. And mild left heart failure is also said to increase your Dlco, because it causes a minimal congestion in the lungs. Congestion, increased blood flow, increased blood stagnation, so more amount of carbon dioxide that is being taken up. It is measured by this formula. You do not worry about this formula. That's all.